Hey! What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video, I wanted to talk about For Honor. I've been playing the beta past 3 days, open beta, and I don't know, I just had some thoughts on the game. For those of you who are maybe on the fence about getting it, maybe those of you who are interested, I'm just going to talk about the core mechanics of the game. My problems with it, what's good about it, and things like that. And I thought I'd do it over just a couple of fights of me. Um, Apparently getting my butt handed to. Don't worry, it gets better. I was just starting out with this character at the start of this video, but anyways. So yeah, For Honor Beta. It's open right now. You could play it actually right now. I think it's open till like Monday or something. But first thing I want to talk about is the combat in this game. It is truly a fighting game. I like fighting games personally. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Tekken, Street Fighter. I do enjoy playing fighting games, but I've noticed I don't like to play them for long. I'll have like a phase where I'm just playing nothing but Tekken and I get really good, or a phase where I'm playing nothing but Marvel, but I usually drop them, even stuff like BlazBlue. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence about this game. I mean, down to the core, it is a fighting game. It's got, team play and stuff like that, but if you're not particularly good at fighting games, you might not enjoy your time in this game. I really love the mechanics, though. It's a good fighting game. Don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of prediction. It's got a lot of reaction. Um, I can definitely see a meta coming. Some combos are true combos. They link together, and most of the time, every match can be different depending on how you fight, depending on what your style is and what the enemy style is. That's always a plus. So the combat in this game is great. Definitely, it's free right now. Definitely get in there, try it for yourself. Some people can't grasp it at all. Some people it takes a while. It also definitely depends on the character you're playing. And speaking of character, that's one of the most important topics I wanted to cover on my thoughts about this game. So, I get it. Ubisoft was going for a kind of a realistic kind of approach to the game. So they put all, these samurais, these Vikings, and these knights in there. But, that's one of the main problems I have with the game is the lack of character identity and the amount of characters in the game. It's a fighting game, right? But there's only, what, 9 characters right now. Of course, they're going to add more, like 3 more or whatever. But what fighting game only has 9 characters on release? And to be honest, the characters themselves don't have that much of a personality. I mean, lore-wise, you're just playing some knight or some raider for that faction. The customization isn't even that great. Okay, so like the guy I'm fighting right now, he's a raider. He's awesome. He's obviously made his character black, and he's wearing gold. But that's it. That's okay. So you can get a different helmet. That's neat. You can get you can color up your skirt or whatever, or your kilt. That's cool. But there's not much to the character creation of the game, and that's one of the major gripes I have about it. And for the asking price of $60, I mean, at least in Overwatch, and I know I'm throwing Overwatch in it, but still, in Overwatch, you have a bunch of characters, each with their own kind of, quirk and personality, and it's awesome. But in this, no, you don't even get to create your character. You're just playing some soldier. And I don't know, that's kind of the things I have. I like to bond with characters when I play the games, like just be that character. And this, you're just playing generic characters, and it's not my forte really. And with the price tag they're asking for this game, it really determines the longevity to which I personally will be playing the game. And longevity-wise, let's talk about that. So I've played the other modes. They've got other modes in the game. There's like a League of Legends kind of, kill minions and keep the control points kind of mode, and that was just a fuck fest. Seriously. I won like 2 games and lost like 3 or something like that, but that mode is just cluster. I can't see myself playing that for long. It's a fighting game and you want to throw that in there. And yeah, I praise them for trying to do something new, for sure. I praise them. Instead of just having it being, completely one-on-one. That's cool. But it was just, I don't know, maybe it could be executed better. I don't see myself playing that mode at all. And the other modes, I mean, there's a 4v4, I believe there's a 4v4 brawl kind of thing where it's, yeah, there is. There's people on the map fighting each other 1v1 or whatever. You can choose to gang up on them. I don't like being jumped, personally. So I was getting kind of frustrated in that mode. 2v2 was really fun. It's pretty much 1v1 until you beat your opponent, and then if your partner dies, whatever, you go finish the job, whatever. That's great and all, but the 4v4 was a clusterfuck. There was items on the map that increase your attack and defense, and they kind of just tip things. Like, I'm just going to run from you if you're going to pick up a defensive item, obviously. And it's just, it can get kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, boring in that sense, because it's people are going to do it, and it's really annoying. And I know the game's called For Honor, but why even give us the option to do that? We don't really need items, do we? Maybe to turn the tide? I don't know what they were thinking. Another thing about the general aspect of the game is the mechanic, or the loot mechanic. It's all completely random. And they're going to have microtransactions where you get to buy, like, in Overwatch, like loot crates to get a whole bunch of random pieces of armor, and yet it has armor customization that gives a tiny boost to your stats. And people have been saying it's not really that much of a benefit. Skill, obviously, in this case, is more of a benefit than just having, I don't know, an item that gives you less recovery time or something like that. But just even that aspect that they're gonna have, that they're just gonna have items that give you stats like that, and like the way you get them, it just seems kind of, I don't know, free to play ish. The game would be awesome if it was a free to play, but with these awesome graphics, the graphics are amazing. With these awesome graphics and just like probably the amount of time they put into the combat system, I could see why they'd be asking money. But the general thing it comes down to is the fact that they're asking for $60 for this game. $60. I don't know there's going to be a single player campaign, but what replayability does that give you? You're just going to play through it. I don't know if it's going to be like each character has their own story, or if you just do it once, get an item, be done with it. That's awesome. I'm glad they have that. But does that still warrant a $60 price tag for this type of game, for this fighting game? With these many characters that have no personality? I don't know. I'm really on the fence about that. But if you're excited about fighting games and you have no problem dropping 60 for this game that also has a season pass and so many other additions, then that's completely fine. Um, then by all means go ahead. But just I'm on the fence of that. I don't. You might be better off picking it out of a discount at a later time or elsewhere. But right now, it just feels like I could easily get bored of this. I could easily jump in here, do a couple of 1v1s, and then just leave. That's what this game is looking like. I can't see myself playing this for long periods of time, and the other modes are kind of just, so I don't know. Those are my thoughts on the game. If I had to give it a rating based on the beta, I'd give it like, I don't know, a 6 out of 10. It's cool. It's great. I love the idea, but the beta also has bugs. Right now, good luck getting into a party of 4 the normal way, like inviting them to your party and then joining a game. It's really buggy, but that's to be expected. It is a beta. I'm not too picky about that. But yeah, so I hope this video was helpful, or at least a little bit entertaining. Those are my thoughts on For Honor Open Beta, and I hope to see you guys next time.